We're continuing on to section 2-5, and this thing is due, it's either due tomorrow or it's due Thursday. I forget which it is. I have to look online to check out when this is due.
Since I won't have my
Well,
computer
again,
until
it's not penalized if it's late. All you got to do is email me and say that you turned it in. It's turned in late. Okay. So we're going to do section 2-6 tomorrow, not tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to review next Monday and Tuesday. Take a test next Thursday. Okay. So we're only going to do 3 questions with you guys together today. Then the rest of the time is yours to work on the assignment. If you get it all done, you got no homework tomorrow during Wednesday. If you don't get it done, well, you got that you can work on. So number 25 says solve the inequality. 22 is less than negative 3c plus 4 is less than what? 14. Okay. So they want us to solve this thing. So how are we going to, also, I saw a few people do this yesterday. Well, hang on a second.
Okay.
I saw a few people that if you're ever doing a problem and you have one inequality facing one way and one of them facing the other, I don't have to look at anything else. There's something wrong. They either both have to be less than or both greater than, okay? You can't have one greater than and one less than. It doesn't work. Yes, ma'am?
That paper that I have is in my locker.
What paper?
Go get it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
2.5.
Yep. So what do we do?
Add 4 to like.
Add 4.
The 22.
Minus 4.
I mean, yeah,
Minus.
minus.
Where?
To the 22.
All
and
3
4.
sides.
All 3 sides. That's even better. Minus 4, minus 4, minus 4. Do we flip the inequalities around? There's negatives there. No, because they're minuses.
We're not dividing.
We're not dividing, we're timesing. So 22 minus 4 is 18, is less than negative 3c, is less than 14 minus 4 is 10. Now what?
Minus 18. Or 10, minus 10.
Divide.
Divide by what?
Divide 3.
What?
Divide 3.
What?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Divide, and that's
Now you
important.
switch
Yep.
them. Now you
Now
switch
it's
them.
Which of them?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yep.
Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. 18 divided by negative 3 is negative 6, is less, switch them. Is bigger than
C.
C, which is bigger than, you know what 10 divided by 3 is?
That's like, it's like 3.
I just leave it as a fraction. It is 3.3 repeating. I just leave it as a fraction. I believe that's what the computer does.
It's 3.3 repeatable.
Now, here's the deal. The computer doesn't have this for an answer. They actually make this into a mixed number. How many times does 3 go into 10?
3.
3
With
times.
how much left over?
1
Three.
over 1.
So 3 and 1/3.
No, 1 over 3.
Yeah, 3.
So, is it wrong to put it like this?
No.
But multiple choice, this isn't there, this one is. Okay? And I tell you what, hang on a second. 6 is bigger than. That's not a choice either, and that's okay. Instead of saying this is bigger than C, which is bigger than this,
We're just going to take out one of those.
well, what we could do, it's kind of like saying, instead of saying your grandpa is older than your dad, which is older than you could have said you are younger than your dad.
You are the
who was yours.
youngest. Okay.
So
okay.
reverse everything. What should be first?
C.
Not C.
No. Negative 3.
And 3 and 1/3, and
And then
then switch it, and then what's in the middle?
C.
And then switch it, and what's at the end?
6. Negative 6.
So which of these is right?
Both.
All 3 of them are, but this is the one that
Well,
the
but
computer is
that's
going
the
to
only
have.
one that's multiple.
Yeah. When it's multiple choice, that's the one. If you stopped and left it like this, that's fine on a test. That's fine. That's what they want though on the computer. And again, it's no different than this. I just use this example, okay? Let's say we're doing an inequality talking about my money and your money, okay? Let's say that you have more money than me. You write down that you have more money than me. The computer doesn't want you to say you have more money than me. It wants to say that I have less money than you. It's 2 different ways of saying the same thing, but the computer's only going to take one answer. Okay? 2 more. 27. Okay. So we have negative y plus 3 is what? Less than or equal to 8. Okay. And then it says and y plus 2. Something. It's bigger than 9. Let's use the pencils for the right way, okay, guys? Okay. All right, so we need to solve this, okay? We solve both of them. Now this first one, you gotta be careful on this one. It starts out easy. We minus 3, okay? And then we're left with negative y. What number's in front of that y? Negative what?
Nothing.
Well, there's a number there, you just don't see it. Negative 1. Y.
So we do close.
8 minus 3 is 5. And then what do? Do we add 1?
Divide,
Divide by
Negative
negative 1.
one.
Divide by negative
So you
1.
switch the
So
sign.
we've switched it around.
So why would you bigger?
So y is bigger than or equal to negative 5. And this is the one-stepper. Minus 2. Good. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, okay? Because if we did this for an and statement, what you need to do is you need to graph both and see where they overlap. You might be tempted to say, well, it's going to be between negative 5 and 7. Well, let's look at this. If I graph this thing, here's negative 5, open or close at negative 5.
open. No, close.
Line's
Because
closed,
that's there, yeah.
and y is bigger
Yeah,
to the right. Then we put 7 on here, open or closed at 7.
open.
And shade to the right, y is bigger. So, you want to find out for an and statement where you see one graph and the other graph. Do you see both graphs right here?
Yeah,
Right here you do?
No.
You don't see either one there. Do you see both of them here?
yep,
Really?
Nope.
You see two graphs here?
nope,
Do you see both graphs here?
yep.
That's the answer. So it's kind of like saying this. If you were going to guess, we'll say my wife's age, okay? And I'm going to give you 2 clues, okay? Listen carefully. My wife's age, you don't know how old she is. If I said she's older than 20 and she's older than 30,
That
how many
means
clues did I give you? Think about it.
she's-
One.
That means.
One. What?
Because he said older than.
Because if she's older than 30,
First off, why would you be marrying someone that's younger than 30? So that's not really a clue to me.
well, she could be 45. She's older than 1. She is.
Well,
My grandma's
that'd be-
older than
that'd be
one.
That'd be a bit weird if she was one.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay? But if somebody's older than 20 and she's older than 30, she's got to be older. I'm only giving you one clue.
You're just saying she's older than 30.
Older than 30. Okay? So think about this. If it's bigger than negative 5 and it's bigger than 7, I've really only told you one thing. What's that?
That it's.
Bigger than what?
Bigger than 7.
Bigger than 7. Because where do you see this graph and that graph? Do you see this one and that one there? You don't see
Nope.
either of them here. Do you see both of them here?
Nope.
Do you see both of them here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's what?
Bigger
Seven.
than 7.
Or equal to or not?
Bigger, no. Bigger
No.
than.
Is it shaded in at 7 for both of them?
No,
No.
Is it shaded in here?
no,
This one?
no.
Right here? This
No,
line is? This one's not shaded in, but this is not shaded in. So why
We're
is?
talking about shaded on the 7.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
So
like,
again, think about this. Let's put it in context so you can understand a little bit easier. Next January, say it's a really cold day out, and somebody's like, well, what's the temperature? And I said, well, I'll tell you what. It's warmer than 5 below, and it's also warmer than 7 above. How many clues did they tell you?
1.
One, what?
Because it's bigger than 7.
Yeah, if it's bigger than 7, I didn't need to tell you that it's bigger than negative 5, okay? It's just bigger than 7. Yes, sir.
I'll ask you.
What's that?
I said I'll ask you in a minute, actually.
Okay. All right, let's try one more. Okay, so y is bigger than 7, and that is a choice. Yep. Last one. And I would really encourage, you sit there going, well, I'll work on this tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, okay? I would do it today while it's fresh in your mind, and I can help you here. I can't help you at home as easily, okay? So try to get it all done today so you don't have anything to do tomorrow in this class.
My sister will help me.
My dad will help me.
Well, if your sister doesn't like
I'd rather have you guys here
She
working
doesn't
on
like
it.
me
Okay?
ever, but I can force her.
29. Okay, so we have 2n plus 19. It's less than or equal to 10 plus n, or it's terrible, or negative 3n plus 3. Negative 3n plus 3 is less than negative 2n plus 33. Okay, I think that's what it says. Okay, so again, it doesn't say do this one or that one, whichever one you want to do. That's not what it is, okay? You got to solve both of them still. So how are we going to solve this first one? Well, we have an n on both sides. Do you guys remember what we do if there's an n on each side?
You do the lowest.
What do you mean do the lowest one?
You minus
get rid of the lowest one. So in this case, get rid of
The two.
minus n. 2n is, 1n is smaller than 2n. 2n take away an n is still an n. Careful, 2n minus 1n is 1n plus 19. Okay, and then what? Subtract 19. So n is less or equal to 10 minus 19, which is negative 9. That one's all done. Okay. And then this one over here, which n are we going to get rid of here? Negative 3n or negative 2n?
Negative 3.
Negative 3 is smaller, so we add 3n. If we do that, we have 3 is less than negative 2 and 3 is 1n plus 33. Then what?
Subtract 33.
Subtract 33. 3 minus 33 is negative 30. Is there anything wrong with that answer? No, but instead of saying negative 30 is less than n, let's say what n is greater than negative 30. Now, I want to be real clear on this because we've only done really like one question like this. For an and statement, you graph one and you graph the other and you find out where they overlap. For an or statement, you graph one and then the other, and then what? You're done. You're all done. And we actually don't even have to graph this right here, okay? So it says n is less than, well, actually we do need to draft this one, okay? If I put these on here, make sure you put them in the right spots. Is this okay? Or negative 9 there, negative 30 there, is that okay?
No.
No, negative 9 is bigger than negative 30. So at negative 9, we're going to have a closed dot and shade which way? To the left. At negative 30, we're going to have an open dot.
Right.
This is where it's a little bit tricky. Now you might be going, well, they overlap right here. For an and statement, you got to find out where they overlap. For an or statement, I just want to know, where do I see one graph or the other graph? Either one. Do I see either one of them right here?
Yep.
Yeah, you see, now you might be going, I want to see one of them. I just need to see one of them. Do I see either one of them here?
Yep.
All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, so what was shaded in?
All of it.
All of it. So what's the answer?
All of it.
You guys remember this symbol?
Yeah.
Double bar R? So what works? What can I plug in for n? Anything. Okay? So again, the example I could use is this. Say you're still going to guess my wife's age. If I told you that she is older than 30 or younger than 50, how many clues did I give you?
2.
I didn't give you any. Think about it. Could she be 10 years old?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's younger than 50.
Because she's younger than 50. Could she be 100 years old?
Yeah.
Why?
Bigger than 30.
Could it be 40?
Yeah.
Because it's both. I mean, give me a number that's not bigger than 30 or smaller than 50.
Well, I would say that she can't be in the negative ages, so we would.
Okay, but just give me a number though. Forget about ages. You're right. But give me a number that's not bigger than 30 or smaller than 50.
You can't.
You can't. There's not any clues there. Now, if I said she's older than 30 and younger than 50, did I give you any clues there?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. What does that tell you? She's got to be
Like 40s.
somewhere in between them.
30 to 50.
So and and or makes a huge difference. Do you have a question?
Oh yes. Well, my mom asked me if I knew what aliphenol was, and I was like, no.
If you knew what?
Aliphenol.
Alec Knoll.
Yeah.
Should I know who that is?
I don't know if it's a person or if it's a thing. And I've asked all my teachers, and they've had just about the same reaction.
I have no idea who Alec Knoll is.
I don't know if it's.
This is a joke or something?
No.
Alec
Watch it
Knoll.
be a joke.
Probably.
Look it up.
Is it a student that used to go here or something?
I don't know.
Watch it be like a murder or something.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Just a moment.
Oh.
While he's looking stuff
Hey,
up.
Google.
Any other questions?
That's exactly right with the
Okay, so you have the rest of the hour that you guys can work on these, okay? I'd really encourage, try to get this thing done so you have less homework tomorrow.